The top stories: teachers strike at 2 schools, police find body of a man in a car, and hailing the top athletes at St. Michael. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, February the 10th, 2015.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. News, your time, your way.
Teachers from Alma Paris and Parkinson Memorial Schools will not be returning to the classrooms. The president of the Barbados Union of Teachers, Pedro Shepherd, made the announcement on the first day of protest action by the teachers, who have long been unhappy with the leadership at the 2 schools. Mr. Shepherd added a newly disclosed concern that teachers at Parkinson Memorial are very concerned about their safety, especially after the discovery of weapons on the compound.
They have also indicated to us that on a daily basis, if one visits the Parkinson Memorial School, what is seen is total chaos at the school, where students are now moving in large numbers, and this is something that was instituted by the current principal, who, for whatever reason, decided that he would allow 3 to 4 farmers to move during the course of the day, all of them moving at the same time. So you know, a situation where at certain times of the day, the entire school at Parkinson is on the move. Children therefore are difficult to track. Children are not going to the classes they are supposed to go to and so on. So it is a chaotic situation at the Parkinson School, and we believe that something has to be done.
Mr. Shepherd said the issues at Alma Paris remain the same, with teachers also fearing that the school will be closed. They want the Ministry of Education to address their concerns. Police following a car at Mangroves, St. Thomas, were likely surprised at what they found when the occupants fled into nearby bushes in the darkness. The body of mechanic Lamar Carter, said to be in his 20s, was discovered inside the car in what appears to be the 5th murder of the year. A police spokesman said a patrol unit intercepted the car at about 20 after 1. Residents of Spring Farm, St. Thomas, where Carter resided, expressed shock at the manner of his death, saying he was a quiet person who didn't trouble anyone. A Bush Hall woman says her sleep was shattered on Monday when a bullet pierced her home, almost striking her. Beverly Hines says the bullet lodged under the bedhead. Ms. Hines, who declined to speak on camera, said she's thankful that her 2-year-old granddaughter was not at home at the time. Police removed the bullet and are investigating. First Citizens Bank has introduced a text messaging service to alert its credit card customers to possible fraud. The SMS service will allow participating customers to receive free text message alerts about their credit card transactions. Senior Manager of Retail Banking at First Citizens, Beverly Norville, spoke to Nation News.
How the SMS text messaging works is that as customers shop, we will be sending them text messages for purchases and cash advances done over $200. So it gives them a chance to be able to manage their money, manage their spend. It also gives them a chance to look at their transactions and be able to combat fraud in terms of if a transaction was done on their account that they didn't know about. The message comes not only with the amount that you've just spent, the merchant that you would have spent at, but it also comes with your available balance. And we believe that that's a good feature. It helps people to be able to reconcile as they're on the go and not have to suffer the embarrassment of sometimes you're trying to think, maybe I should have this amount available, I should have another amount available, but when you swipe now your card is declined. So we think that customers will welcome that. Another feature that comes with it is that we will also send you a message a couple of days before your payment is due, advising you of the payment due date and the amount that you're supposed to pay. That again helps customers to avoid late payment charges and to give them a timely reminder that their payment is due.
12-hour days, 7 days a week. The Bajans on the Canadian Farm Labour Program apparently don't fancy it, but the Mexicans do. That has led to a warning from the liaison officer on the Farm Labour Program, James Innes, to warn that the future engagement of Barbadians hinges on their attitudes and work ethic. Mr. Innes told the review meeting that while Mexican workers are indeed prepared to work 12 hours daily, some Barbadians only want to work 4.5 days with weekends off. He said local workers had to understand that they must work first and socialize after if they want to be hired. The Princess Margaret Secondary School has launched its 60th anniversary week with a service of Thanksgiving at the St. Philip Parish Church. Most of the 1,000 or so students packed the church on Monday. Principal Jonathan Corbin said the school had achieved a lot over the years and had risen above every challenge. Local Anglicans have been challenged to work with government and others to tackle many of the issues facing society. The call came from the Anglican Church of Canada's first black bishop, Barbadian-born Peter Fenty. Addressing the annual diocesan service on Sunday, Bishop Fenty said Christians do not live in a vacuum and they should be mindful of national concerns. Next, the weekly commentary with Hayden Gill.
Teachers at 2 of the island's secondary schools are staying away from the job as they press the Ministry of Education to deal with long-standing issues. Teachers at one school say they fear for their safety after weapons were found on the compound and no disciplinary action was taken. The other group is concerned that the school where they are may be closed. Monitoring the situation does not seem to be bringing a resolution, and these issues have been dragging on for too long. Staying away from the classroom may be the strongest weapon those affected have to get their grievances heard. But ultimately, the children are the ones who suffer. The onus, therefore, is on the Ministry of Education to return to the talks with the union and find a speedy resolution.
In school sports, we're at St. Michael where the top athletes Aaron Worrell and Ayana Morgan spurred their house Boadicea to the school championship. The junior Victor Ludorum, Ray Hoyt, and junior Victor Ludorum, Michael Patrick, both represented Elizabeth, who came second, followed by Anne and Victoria Houses. On Wednesday, it will be the turn of St. George Secondary. And finally, 2 businesses in the UK have come up with a rather unique way to celebrate Valentine's Day. For £100, that is more than $300, you can hire your own nude butler to wait on you hand and foot for 2 hours. It's part of a team-up between Butlers in the Buff, which offers semi-naked butlers for special occasions such as birthdays, and the website bathrooms.com. An idea for you all. That's Nation News for Tuesday. For more, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Midweek Nation on Wednesday with the Sports Pullout or subscribe to our e-paper.